Hey everyone, and welcome to the club, and welcome to another Pokemon Fusion Challenge. Today I'll be fusing Dragonite with Lugia. I'm going to get started at the top of my page with the eye. So we're going to start on the outside, curve up to the top, and then down towards the inside. So let's start on the outside. We're going to go up with a curve, almost like a half oval, and then we're going to come down. We're going to connect those 2 points with a slight curve going down the middle. So dipping down, and then towards the inside. Let's draw on the outer edge of the iris. So we're going to start at the very top, and just curve around and then down towards the bottom. On the top here, we're just going to draw a little highlight. So starting at the top again, we're going to curve around and then over towards the edge. And we're going to tuck the pupil in underneath. So it's almost like a little half oval going around and behind the highlight. So starting on the side of the eye, curve down, and we're just going to pull that up. Let's color the pupil in black. We're going to surround the eye with Lugia's eye mask. So we're going to start at the top. We're going to go to the outside to the tip, angle down towards the inside edge of the eye. So starting at the top here, draw a straight angled line coming down towards the side of the eye here. Now we're going to angle down towards the bottom, coming down. Now we want to draw the outer edge. So we're going to go to the top again and just come down towards the side of the eye here, coming down to right about there. Now we're going to connect those 2 points with a straight line, going across. From here we're going to draw on the top of the head towards the profile of the face up towards the mouth. So starting at the top of the head, we're just going to draw a curve going all the way around and then pull it back up towards the eye. Starting up here, we're going to go around, round out the beak, and we're going to come straight down, and we're going to pull this up towards the eye, stopping right about there. Let's layer in the bottom part of the lip. So from this point, we're going to step down, and then we're just going to curve it outwards. Let's add in a couple nostrils. So on the end of the nose here, we're just going to curve one nostril, and then do the opposite on the right side, going outwards. From here, let's draw on the back of the head coming down towards the neck. So I'm going to continue this curve behind this point, curve around, and then just pull it down towards the back of the neck here. Let's add in the little antennas. So right behind the spike, right up here, we're going to draw a little wave that goes up. Starting here, we're going to go up, come down, and then we'll just curl it upwards. Now we're going to round out the tip and just follow that line all the way back, leaving an even spaced line all the way around. Going around, up, and then back in behind the head. We'll do the same thing on the right side. So just mirroring this over, so starting up here, going up, down, and then we'll just pull that upwards. Now we're going to round out the tip, and then again, just following this all the way back, leaving an even spaced line in behind the head. Let's add the point on the right side here. So we're going to take that little point and just duplicate it on this side. So we're going to start behind the antenna right at the base here, going up in an angle, and then we'll pull it straight down behind the head. From here, let's continue on the left side with the arm. So from this point, I just want to draw on the back side of the arm. So we're going to curve around and then down towards the bottom. We're going to round this out towards the bottom of the hand. Now we're going to pull this up and then pull it back towards the right. So curving around the hand, going upwards, and then we'll pull it forward. Right down here, we're just going to draw a little wrinkle. So from that tip, we're going to step down, just draw a little curve going out like that. Let's add a few claws here. So there's 3 of them. So in the middle, at the bottom here, we're just going to draw like a V. We're going to leave a space, stepping over towards the right, we'll draw another V, and then stepping over towards the left, we'll draw one more claw going out. Let's go ahead and tuck the leg in underneath the arm. So right in between these 2 claws, we're going to curve out towards the left and pull it back in. We're going to draw the front side of the thighs, stepping over right about here, curving the opposite direction, curving down, and just pulling that in towards the bottom here. Let's layer in the bottom of the foot. So from this point, I just want to curve out and then just pull it in slightly. On the right side, we're going to do a slight overlap. So stepping over, we're going to curve out in the opposite direction and then pull it back in. Now in between these 2 points, we want to draw the sockets for the claw. So we're going to draw 3 little curves going all the way across. So we're going to start on the left, up, and then down. We're going to do up, and then down, and then one more time right up to that point there. Going up, and then down. Now in between these 4 points here, we're going to start on the left side. We're going to curve down towards the tip. We're going to curve it back up to the point here. We're going to continue all the way across, starting from here, curving down towards the tip of the claw, pulling that back up, and then one final time towards the tip, and then we'll pull that back up. Now that we have this in place, we could draw in the front of the body coming down and tucking in behind this leg. So we're going to start at the bottom of the nose here. We're going to curve out towards the belly and then pull that back in behind the thigh. Starting up here, we're going to go outwards and then curve it back towards the left and then tuck that in behind the thigh. Let's add in the little body detail here. So Lugia has a V shape in the center here of the body. So we're going to start just beside the arm here. We're going to angle in towards the middle, so the center of the body is actually curved this way. From this point, we're going to curve up towards the outside of the body. Now we're going to take that point and curve around in behind the thigh. So you want to leave a little bit of overlap of the thigh over this part here. Before I add in the stripes, let's go into the tail. So we're going to continue the body, this curve going behind the leg, we're going to curve up. So right beside the leg here, we're going to curve up towards the tip of the tail. We're going to stop right here. We're going to add a little spike on the end. So right here, we're going to do a little backwards C. And now we're going to continue that curve to the tip of the tail. Now we're going to take that tip and just taper out in behind the leg here. So it's going to get thicker as you come in between the legs here. So going across towards the right, and then pull that in behind the leg there. From these 2 points of the socket, we're going to go out towards the center point. Going straight out at an angle, and then pull that back in towards the bottom. We're going to take that and flip it over on the back side. So behind the tail here, we're going to go out in an angle, and then we'll pull that in behind the tail. I want to continue this stripe going in behind the leg and out towards the tail here. So we're going to continue this curve. Right down here, we're going to curve out, and then just taper it out towards the bottom of the tail here. Let's add in the stripes. So we're going to continue this little V pattern along the belly here. So we're going to step down, angle towards the center, then we're going to curve that back up towards the outside of the body. We'll do that again. So stepping down, angling down towards the center, we'll curve that up towards the side of the body. Now down here, we're going to have to go in behind the thigh. So going down, and then we'll curve that in. Now down here, we're just going to go right into the side of the belly here. So curving across like that. Along the tail, we're just going to draw 2 angled lines, curving across from top to bottom, leaving some space in between. Let's draw in the backside leg. So we're going to start with the top of the thigh. We're going to curve around and then down towards the ankles, towards the same height. Starting at the top, lining that up, curving out, and then pulling that down towards the bottom. So they're lined up at the bottom here. We're going to draw on the bottom of the foot. So stepping over, we're going to curve down. We're going to go across with a slight curve, going across like this. Now we're going to layer in the claws. So from this point, I want to curve up, and then we're going to pull that down. I'm going to take that point and curve in towards this base here, curving across. Now we're going to layer the toes going up in the right direction here. So at the top of this claw, go up, down. We'll go straight across in behind the first claw. We'll do that one more time. So at the top of this claw, we'll go up, down, and then go straight across. We draw on the top of the foot. So at the top of this claw, we're just going to curve up and then just pull it back down. We're going to step over, doing a slight overlap, and curve this up in behind the thigh. We're going to draw in the backside arm, doing a little wave. So we're going to start up here in the shoulders. So we're going to line up the shoulders. We're going to curve across, up towards the right, up to about there. We draw a little socket, a little C shape going across like that. Now we're going to round out the hand going back this way. So along the way, we're going to draw in some more sockets. So curving across, we'll draw another socket. We'll curve back now. So we're going to curve back. We'll draw another socket here. Now here we're just going to pull this in behind the body. So curving down and pulling that right in behind the body. We're going to add the claws in here. So taking these 2 points, we're going to go up with a straight angled line and pull that back in. We continue along these 2 fingers here, going up and back down. Down here we're going to go across and then just connect towards the center point. The final thing we're going to do is add in the wings. I'm going to make Dragonite's wings look like Lugia's hands. So we're going to start in the shoulder area, right down here. We're going to curve up towards the tip of the wing. Now we're going to round this out and come downwards. So up here we're going to round it out and just curve out and then down. Let's add in the little feathers along this way. So from this point we're going to curve down and in. Now I'm going to take this point and just curve it upwards. Now I'm not going to go all the way up to the top. I'm just going to follow that curve going up like that. I'm going to take this point and then round out again. So that same width that we have over here, I'm going to curve that back up. So you can start to see it's getting a little bit narrower as we come up towards the top. Taking this point again, we're going to curve across. And now we're going to pull this back up again to right about there. Now I'm going to add one more. So we're going to step up this time, curving with a short line. And we're going to pull a straight line going up with a slight curve. Now I'm going to follow this curve in back behind the body. So pulling that in like that. Now let's draw on the backside wing. So we're going to take this and flip it over, but because the body's turned, you're not going to see the whole wing. You're only going to see a little bit of it. So we're going to start, so if the shoulder starts here, it's going to curve up. So behind the face here, we're just going to go upwards. We're going to round out the wing and come down. So right here, we're going to round it out, pull it down around the hand to right about there. We're going to do the same treatment with the feathers. So from here, curving back in towards the body. Now we're going to curve up. So going up in behind the hand. It's going to continue up here with a slight curve. We're going to start back down here, going across with a slight curve, going in behind the hand again, and we'll see a little bit of it poking up above the arm there. Do another one here. Curving across, pull that up, and you'll see a little bit of it up here. And that's pretty much it. There's our art challenge for today. We fused Dragonite and Lugia together. I need a cool name for this character, so please add your suggestions in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.